Hello everyone, we are Group 3A. This video is for Assessment 2 Site Visit video. Our site is Camperdown Ultimo Collaboration Area. In this video, we have 4 main stop points to introduce the existing ecology value. First, Central Station and Belmore Park. Second, Central Park. Third, the University of Sydney. Fourth, Royal Prince Alfred Hospital.
Hello everyone, my name is Xin Tong and I'm going to talk about the first stop, which is the Central Station with Belmore Park. The present Central Station was Sydney's third terminus. The first stage of the new station was opened in 1906. The refurbishment and upgrades were carried out in 2000 years due to the Sydney Olympic Games. Belmore Park is a public park which is adjacent to the Central Station. It was previously known as the Police Paddock. Then, the area was landscaped and opened as a park in 1868. Currently, Ultimo Park is an open space for the public recreation and is also a key public transport hub. The final section of above-ground railway track forms the east edge of the park before going underground as the city circle. The Belmore Park has various vegetations. It contains a significant collection of mid to late 19th century and earlier 20th century planting. The collection of trees is considered to have group significance at the city level. At the same time, the comfort environment makes it become a home for the bird. However, the random piles of rubbish also affect the environment and the survival of the birds. The location of this stop is near the city, which makes it become a transport hub. So, it is easy to access to park and station by cars, taxi, bicycles or walking, with sufficient public transport, parking and street network. The road around the Central Station and the Belmore Park mostly is main road, so the traffic is quite busy. Therefore, the air pollution and the noise from the vehicle will become a potential threat. The pedestrian sidewalk has great tree canopy, and the width of sidewalk is also sufficient, which can provide a great walk experience. At the side of the station, there is a small park. It also greatly contributes to improving walking experience and the green canopy of the area around the station. Generally speaking, the stop of Central Station and the Belmore Park has sufficient transport connection, convenient public transportation system, enough open space, and a diverse plantation. However, the busy traffic environment brings air pollution and noise, which will become a potential threat for people's health and animal survival.
Ultimo was established in 1803. Dr. John Harris granted his estate as the first line in Ultimo. Residential development accelerated in 1880s. Commercial area of architecture mainly centered on Broadway, Harris Street, and Wall Street. Main buildings include the Broadway Shopping Center and the University of Technology Sydney. Public transport is well served. Central Railway Station is at the southern border of the suburb, on the opposite side of the Broadway.
The University of Sydney is the first Australian public research university, founded in 1850. In 1848, in the New South Wales Legislative Council, William Venture, a graduate of University of Cambridge, and Charles Nicholson proposed a plan to expand the existing Sydney College into a large university. The motto of this university is "The stars change, the man remains the same." The university comprises 9 faculties and university schools. The main campus has been ranked in the top 10 of the world's most beautiful universities by the British Daily Telegraph, spreading across the inner city suburbs of Camperdown and Darlington.
The soil mainly in Victoria Park is black soil, which contains nutrition that vegetation needs, green space connected with walkway and close to the road. Walking on the edge of lake, running water can gather in here, which attracts birds and other animals as entertaining landscape and part of diversity. Underground water crosses along pedestrian beside on the public facilities. It does not affect people's normal life.
Hello, my name is Wang Yang. Let's talk about the Central Park, a very important community in Camperdown Ultimo area. Before the establishment of the Central Park community, it was a brewery with a history of more than 150 years. The factory was built in 1835 until it closed in early 2000 year. Today's Central Park is a modern ecological community that integrates many functions and attracts a lot of people to come here. Residential has a lot of apartments to provide adequate living spaces. Commercial has office and student apartments. Retail is made up of shops, restaurants, and cafes. Heritage building is providing sustainable energy to the community.
The Trigen facility has 4 major functions for the Central Park precinct. It provides hot water for spatial heating, cold water for spatial cooling, domestic hot water, and also generates electricity. The central thermal plant delivers the heating and cooling water to each building through a network of underground pipes. There is a cold water ring main which provides water to the buildings at around 6 degrees and returns between 10 and 13 degrees. There is also a hot water ring main which provides 82-degree water to the buildings and returns between 65 and 75 degrees. The gas engine is capable of generating electricity for use in the plant room or use by the nearby buildings through a private electrical network.
Today, Central Park is an ecological community that integrates living, business, and entertainment. The use of reasonable design and high-tech technology to provide sustainable energy for this community. Meanwhile, it provides a good example for the new ecological community in the future. But there are still many challenges in this community. For example, how to further improve the proportion of sustainable energy use. Of course, there are still many opportunities. This region is very dynamic that can attract people from all over the world to contribute to sustainable development.
Hello everyone, my name is Tao. I'm going to talk about the last stop, which is the Royal Prince Alfred Hospital, or we can call it PA Hospital shortly. Founded in 1882 by public fund as a monument for the recovery of Prince Alfred after an attack, PA Hospital provides both medical treatment and teaching services. Currently, PA Hospital has 911 beds, and there will be a redevelopment plan with the expansion of emergency department with 300 beds. PA Hospital is within walking distance to the University of Sydney and 1 kilometer to Newtown and McDonald Town Station. There are different open spaces surrounding PA Hospital, which greatly contribute to improving air and sound quality of the whole area. It is easy to access to PA Hospital by cars, buses, taxi, bicycle, or walking by sufficient drop-off, parking, and street network. The pedestrian sidewalk is covered by the tree canopy and street plantation. There is enough natural lighting to the open spaces and no considerable noise in the area. There are green space surrounding, but PA Hospital doesn't have its own open public space. The buildings were designed to preserve the natural slopes and provide various plantation types. In general, Royal Prince Alfred Hospital has sufficient transport connections and good environmental conditions. However, its lack of open green space and biodiversity, which should be considered in the future redevelopment plan.
Overall, the Camperdown Ultimo is a collaboration area, stretched from the Camperdown to Ultimo, and also covers some part of other suburbs. Therefore, it has special location, abundant history, and various types of land use. These elements make this area has many opportunities and challenges in terms of urban ecology. In terms of opportunities, it has various public transport systems, sufficient pedestrian network, many green open space, and new ecology technology. For instance, the green open space with diverse plantation around these 4 stops will improve the quality of the environment and also provide habitat for animals, which can increase the biodiversity. Furthermore, the central heating and cooling systems, which used in Central Park, will decrease energy consumption. Meanwhile, they also have some challenges. For example, air pollution and noise from the vehicle will affect people's health, and the heat island effect surrounding Central Station would increase energy consumption. Also, some new technology and clean energy are very expensive and not conducive a large-scale promotion and application.